right, let's take a look at our Diatonic Triads third inversion. So we've already done one on the first G chord, the second inversion, and now we're on our third one. So if you haven't watched those other two videos, definitely check those out. It'll make this whole thing make more sense. But all these are, just remember, are harmonized G scales. And they're very useful. Let's go through all the shapes with the left hand. So I'm just pinching all three strings with the right hand. And we're starting on our first D-shaped G chord. Index is on 3rd string, 7th fret. Middle is on 2nd string, 8th fret. Pinky is on 1st string, 9th fret. Okay, so that's our G. Then we're going to scoot up and go to an A minor chord. Index is on 3rd string, 9th fret. Middle is on 2nd string, 10th fret. Ring is on 1st string, 10th fret. So that's one way to hold this. There's a couple acceptable ways. The other way that I kind of like to do this sometimes, I do both, just depending on what I'm feeling like doing or how the song's going. But the other thing I would do is keep the index where it is there, put ring finger on 2nd string, 10th fret, and pinky on 1st string, 10th fret. So you got options. Just try them both. It's nice to do both for different things. But I'm just going to start with this one. So that's the A minor. Then we go up a whole step for B minor. And then we're going to a C chord, index on 3rd string, 12. Middle, 2nd string, 13th fret. Pinky, 1st string, 14th fret. That's a C chord. We scoot this up a whole step to a D. And we're going up a whole step to an E minor. And index is on 3rd string, 16th fret. Middle is on 2nd string, 17th. Ring finger, 1st string, 17th. That's an E minor chord. Then we're going to the one different one, which is technically it's a diminished chord, but these also work as 7th shapes too. So they have a couple of multiple uses. But technically, in this case, it's a F sharp diminished chord. Index, 3rd string, 19th fret, and then, I'm sorry, 3rd string, 17th fret is index. Ring finger is on 2nd string, 19th fret. Pinky, 1st string, 19th fret. So that's a diminished chord, and they also work as dominant 7th chords. And then the last one is our G. Index, 3rd string, 19th fret. Middle, 2nd string, 20th. Pinky, 1st string, 21. And that's an octave of where we started. So we just went through the whole thing. Now you're going to also notice that we haven't done anything down here. What's back there? Well, it's exactly what's in between this section. If you go work backwards with it, and you just retrace what we did up here exactly, D chord, C chord, and now we've covered the whole fretboard. So this is a C, D chord, E minor, that diminished, F sharp diminished, and then G. So that's the whole thing covered. So the first thing we're going to do now is put rolls on this. So we're going to do the backward roll first. That's middle on 1st, index 2nd, thumb 3rd, middle 1st, index 2nd, thumb 3rd, middle 1st, thumb 5th. So what we're going to do is one measure per roll with this as an exercise. And you just want to definitely play all over with that and just improvise around. And you just get some really pretty sounds. It's a great way to improvise. It's a great way to just understand how chord progressions work and see a harmonized scale and not always just be playing single note scales. You can get a lot of cool effects out of this. Especially, I was showing you how you could do this with slow backup with different triplet right hand patterns. Really pretty stuff. That what I was just doing there was just a triplet pattern. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Thumb, third string, index and middle, pinch first and second, and just back and forth. So that's not in the tablature, but that's a little bonus thing you can practice with and just try it out. You can also go the opposite. I started with thumb there. You can mix these things up to get more variety. Start with the pinch, index, and middle, and then thumb on the third, and then so you've got that, or thumb starting. So you can mix them up like that, and it sounds really nice. So definitely play around with that. The next exercise we have is doing a forward reverse roll with this practice. So the way I have it in the tab is one shape for 4 notes of the roll, and then the next shape for the second 4 notes. So this roll, to review it, thumb on the third, index second, middle first, thumb fifth, middle first, index second, thumb third, middle first. So play around with that stuff, and these also, you can mix these up with all 3 inversions. You don't have to be like, I'm playing one inversion now, later for the next song I'm doing the other. They can all be blended and mixed together. So they're all parts of the same scale, and they're all parts of the same chord shapes. So just play around with it. Do it very slow. Play with the metronome. And try your best to arrange things with this, and just play it a lot, and it'll start to make sense on where it goes. You're going to recognize parts of these things in tunes as well, progressions and all sorts of stuff. So just practice that and have fun.